She extracted herself from the kindly old man with a minimum of extra tears, much to her silent surprise. The ice was growing over her now, the ice that would keep her from driving her car into a tree on the way home. Home. Joseph's Landing. The place she'd lived almost her whole life after her mom had left her dad when Cora and her sister were just kids. From the Kootenays to the Great Lakes was a huge change, but when you were 4, everything was a huge change. Life since then had been calm, quiet. Her mom settled into her new job at the school, working as the administrative assistant, a job she'd held since they moved. Cora and Julie went through elementary, then high school. Julie went off to England to study. Cora went to upstate New York. Mom kept working. Cora met Matt. Cora started getting migraines. She paid for her parking at the pay station in the lobby, hardly cognizant of the ridiculous number that popped up on the screen. She'd been there half an hour, and it was still charging her in the double digits. Oh well, she'd be dead soon anyway, so what did it matter? Out in the parking lot, it was already getting cold. It was only October, but the weather was turning chilly. The almanac said it was going to be a nasty winter. Get your snow tires on early. Be ready for black ice any time. The kind of winter Cora hated. Not that she liked winter much anyway. It was her least favorite season, and always had been. It was part of the reason she'd entertained the notion of going south to study opera, at least until she'd gotten the partial scholarship to New York State. And of course, it hadn't hurt that she'd ended up close enough to Matt that they'd been able to keep up the relationship they'd started either. That being said, upstate New York winters really hadn't given her any more reason to like winter. She'd been thinking about going to New Mexico again, maybe trying for the Santa Fe Opera apprentice program again. Then the migraines had gotten worse. She fumbled with her keys, trying to find the unlock button with her chilled thumb until she dropped them in the gutter. She crouched, going after them, and the wet leaves just made her hand colder. When she finally found her keys and managed to press the button, she realized the car she was standing in front of wasn't even her own, and she burst into angry, helpless tears as she walked the 2 cars over to her little Chevy Aveo. Dark blue, her favorite color. Would the tumor mess with her ability to see color soon? Would she start losing her sight? No, Dr. Moore hadn't said anything about losing her sight. Her mobility and her speech, but not her sight. As if that were any better. She slumped into the driver's seat and let herself cry for a moment because she couldn't do anything else. Her arms and legs suddenly felt like they were lead weights, and she couldn't tell if she couldn't see because she was crying or because she had a stage 4 brain tumor that was going to kill her. Either or, really.